Yeah. This is a casual meeting, as you know that our Saturdays, they are product meetings.
Yes.
I am highly encouraged by the coach that was with us on Tuesday. He spoke about the persuasive presentation. And when he spoke about that persuasive presentation, he said it is very important for us to build our story.
Yeah.
And I had to look at, you know, we just take a script, we take a slide, and then this slide is from the upline. We don't want to think, we don't want to interrogate it. And we just mimic the slide and we go on.
Exactly.
And we don't even want to apply our grade 1 knowledge on this slide. Now, after Dr. Bush said that it is very important for us to be our best self. Yes, we need to duplicate our upline, but he said it is important for us to exit them in the shortest possible time. That means you learn from them as soon as possible and you exit them in the shortest possible time, because it is very important for you to begin and be yourself. So that you can be your best self that knows the basics, and then you begin to develop your story. That's what I like about what he said. He said that develop your story. And I looked at myself and I looked at my story, and I had to work around developing my story. Now, from my age, my story with Alliance in Motion, it's about anti-aging, and I had to develop my story. Now, in developing my story, I had to, you know, go and study deeper about anti-aging. There is a course here that I am busy with of anti-aging, which I just bought. Let me just go back here. Because it is very important, leaders, that when we prepare for the people that we are going to talk to, we must prepare those people in us. We need to prepare those people in us. So I went to Udemy here, and after going there, because I noticed that my main you know, focus will be on anti-aging.
Please.
And then let's wait. Meanwhile, the page is opening here. I just want to challenge our thinking, because this is a day of product. Now, when they talk about the anti-aging and the longevity, they mention 5 things. And they are the ones that I have written there. And these 5 things are immune defense. That is the first thing they mention. That as we grow and age, yes, aging is something that we are all in it. We are all traveling in the bus of aging. Do we all agree?
Yes.
But the problem in this bus of aging which we are traveling in, we are not drivers.
Correct.
That's where the problem is. The problem is that we are passengers, and we are allowing the food industry to be the drivers of our aging. We are allowing the pharmaceutical industry to be the drivers of our aging. We are passengers by choice. We don't interrogate their driving, where they are driving us to. Today, most of the aging that we are facing today, it is not the God-made aging, but it is the food-designed aging. The kind of aging that we go through today, it is the aging which comes with cancer. This aging that comes with cancer is not the original aging. Do you agree with me, leaders?
Yes.
It is not the original aging. This kind of aging, it is the aging whose driver is the food industry and the processed food that we have right now. Do you agree with me?
Yes, leader.
Yes, sir.
And the food industry, as well as the drug industry that we are in now, is the driver of our aging, and we have chosen to be passengers. The heart diseases that we face in our aging today, they are not, that aging which was God designed as to age gracefully, because we need to age, but aging gracefully. You know, we don't need to age with these, our aging today, we age with immune deficiency. And the immune deficiency that we age with today is not because of, getting old. It is mainly propelled by what we eat. And what we eat is mainly propelled by the kind of economy and industry, the food industry, which is profit driven and has to prepare a meal in the fastest possible time for the biggest amount of customers. And as a result, today, when we age, the immune deficiency becomes the first thing that we face in our aging. I am talking about this because you need to appreciate the founders of Alliance in Motion and the planning that is around their business. Because in their business, they had to look at immune deficiency as the first line of defense that has to do with lifespan and health span. Because lifespan has to do with longevity, but a health span has to do with, how healthy you are. So we need to go behind scenes in the minds of our company founders and see that they arranged, our immune defense. And when they arranged our immune defense there, they arranged our immune defense with C24/7. Do we agree?
Yeah.
They arranged it with C24/7. And when you go to these aging courses, I am really encouraging you, leaders. A course there is just about 175 rands, and that course actually is a course that costs almost about 2,000 2,000 rand, and there are courses that have to do with aging. Let me just search here. Let me just search here anti-aging. anti-aging. It is very important for us to, to sober up in what we are doing, what we are selling. We will come back to it here. When I begin to learn from this course, most of them, others are 20 hours, others are just 10 hours, others are 5-hour courses, but they are very informative. They begin to make me, to appreciate the company that I am in even much more. If you look at the second challenge that we have in our aging, we have a challenge of metabolical health. As we age, we have a problem in our stomach lining. And the problems that we have in our metabolical health, it is the attack that comes from the food that we eat. So again, in our metabolical health, we are the passengers, we are not the drivers of our aging. We allow the food industry as well as the pharmaceutical industry to drive our aging. The challenge that we have in the wellness, culture, which we are invited by Alliance in Motion to embrace, it is a challenge that we need to be drivers of our aging process. We don't need to be passengers. But today, as we sit today, we are passengers of our aging process. If we choose to live in the places, we grew up in the mines, and when we grow up in the mines, we work in the places where there is a problem of asbestos, in the place where there's a problem of, we have just a family friend that has passed on silicosis. For those who work underground, they will know those things. The environment that we choose to be subjected to, because of maybe being in a third world country and having the needs that we have, we are subjected to an environment that makes us to be passengers in how we age. I used to work in Limpopo many years ago, whilst there was still the old government of Leboa Khomo. And when I was working there, we used to work there to go to the places where there was an asbestos problem. Most of the people there, they had an asbestos problem because of the mines of asbestos that were there many years ago. Now, these people, they have problems in their lungs of, asbestos. Now, when they are aging, they face problems in their lungs that are because of the choice of being in an environment that make them to age, quicker. Whether it is by food, whether it is by the medicine that we choose to be subjected to, whether it is by the environment, we have found ourselves as passengers of aging and not the drivers in our aging. And that is why you will notice that in the third world, we had a problem of lifespan and, which is much shorter because we were subjected to, our needs. They drove us to places where we age because we are passengers in our choice of how we choose to age. So the metabolical health, we have products when it comes to our metabolical health, which are like Restolife. Do we agree, leaders? I'm trying here to put an outline of how we can prepare as we will be presenting to different levels of people, because people that we present to, they are not the same in how informed they are with, the wellness. Remember, that our founder is a doctor, and he presented to many doctors and called many doctors into Alliance in Motion. And we need as many doctors as possible. We need as many healthcare givers as possible in Alliance in Motion, because these days of Saturday product days, they are the best people who are supposed to be guiding us today. You know, the pharmacists that we have, we must go out there and recruit them to Alliance in Motion for them to guide us to this day. The doctors we have there, we need to recruit them. But if you are not able to you know, put the presentation in a way that is going to win doctors, then we have a problem. Then we have a problem, because they are the ones who need to guide us. You know, we are gifted differently in our teams. Some of us, we are attracted more to the IT things. You know, I had a meeting, a very productive meeting yesterday with Taelo about issues of IT and planning. And I was amazed to see the depth of what he has in IT. And I said, I'm so happy that we are beginning to get leaders that are going to lead us in those areas of IT and digital. Maybe we will begin to spend time in other things. So we need to not just to look at the slides that we are given, we need to interrogate them. Now, the third thing that happens when we are aging, we age in our cognitive functions. Now, in our cognitive functions, we age in how we see, you know, how we hear. We age in those areas. And when you look at our aging in our cognitive functions, you will notice that most of the things they are related to what is happening in our veins. In our veins, we have things that make us to have the cognitive functions, you know, our memory and everything, it is affected. In our aging, because of the kind of food we eat, our cognitive functions are challenged. We are supposed to be more productive today, but in the way we age, the rate of our aging is making us not to be productive. You know, there are many people, leaders, that when we are talking to them, they tell us that they are too busy, they don't have time for the presentations, they don't have time to come to our invitation. Now, I want you to imagine a tortoise telling you that I don't have time. What is the first thing that comes to your mind? Can I give that question out there? If something is as, let me give you a hint. If something is as slow as a tortoise, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when that machine or something says, I don't have time? The first thing that comes to your mind is that you don't have time because you are slow. Do you hear me, leaders?
Yeah, makes sense.
You don't have time because you are slow. But now, once you come to me in Alliance in Motion, I have got products that are going to make you to be faster in how you work in your own place. I'm not saying move out of the work that you are doing right now, but I'm saying that if you were consuming my products, you would be faster in whatever you are doing. You would be more productive to the point that you will find some open times there and there. You know, we bring solutions, a lot of solutions out there, but we don't seem to notice them. And we allow, you know, unnecessary obstacles, you know, and we give up too soon when people are answering us. Now, in the area of cognitive functions, yes, the restolyf will be part of the cognitive functions, but what comes to mind immediately to me, it is choleduz. I'm trying to subdivide our products according to these 5
With
things
their
which I'm requesting that we need to look at them. You know,
Yes.
when I have an eyesight problem, it means there is something wrong with my veins, and even the smallest ones that come even to my eyes. Do we agree with one another there?
Yes. Yes,
So
leader.
I need choleduz to work in my veins. There are many things that have to do with cognitive functions, but the place that has got that carries all aging is the brain. Do we agree with each other? Because in aging, the scientific meaning of aging is to lose information. And the thing that loses information is the data is the brain, because that is the one that gives information. And therefore, the brain has got small little veins that if they have no circulation, they are not able to send information to the body anymore. Leaders, we are not forcing you to be doctors, to be nurses. I come from a civil engineering background. You know, I come from a background of the Bible, of preaching. Maybe most of you know that by now. But, you know, we are beyond that time of awareness. We are in a time when we must be educated now.
We can do anything.
You see, if there is a snake, if there is a snake in the house, if there is a snake in the house, you don't bring the people who are bringing snake awareness. If there is a mamba in the house, do you agree with me?
Yes.
You all know that this month is the month of cancer awareness. But what is awareness doing to us? We need to go beyond awareness and go to education and confront and get to know things, and not wait for things to be brought to us by the people who are bringing business. You know, we need to begin to say, let us go and study about anti-aging, about longevity. There are short courses out there, leaders. There are short courses out there. You can study them so that when you present these things, you present something that makes sense even to you. Sometimes we make presentations, we can't even hear what we are saying ourselves. Now, in the cognitive, I'm trying to build here, a separate kind of presentation that you might be giving somewhere in the best way that you will understand it and the people that you are presenting to. But I am treating issues of aging and the challenges that lead to aging. The other thing that challenged me today, these are things that I have learned today, leaders. I'm still busy with the course. The other thing that challenged me is the statement that I received that says aging and diseases that are associated with old age are becoming a social and an economic problem today.
Yes.
And it is very true, leaders. Today, as we grow older, we earn lesser. And as we grow older, our health is becoming more expensive. Nobody must think that he is immune or she is immune from this. When we look at the study of aging, it says that from the age of 25, you begin to age. So aging is not an issue of people who are 50 and 60. From the age of 25, you begin to face aging. Now, we face now a social and an economic problem. Social problem in the sense that when I am faced with the aging related diseases, I need some people to take care of me.
So today we're going to cover
I need some people to take care of me, and you know, children they don't want to take care of me. They want to
No.
live their own lives.
Mm.
And actually, I don't need people to take care of me in the truest sense, because if I was a driver of my aging and not the passenger of my aging, I wouldn't find myself in that situation of having to become a social problem to my children and to my grandchildren. It is not what I desire for them. I can make a choice today and at how I want to drive my aging and not be a passenger, but be a driver of how I want to age. And that can make me to be contributing to the economy, even of my own grandchildren. You know, they can enjoy to have this grandfather who is contributing to them. It is so good to have a healthy grandfather who is able to tell the grandchildren about beautiful stories of the olden days, passing information to them, being a healthy grandfather, you know, joking with your children and giving them direction in the politics, in how they used to be in the olden days, how they are now, the culture, how it used to be, how it is now. You know, even the religious life, how it used to be then and how it is now.
Now.
Do you understand? You want
Yes.
to be healthy. You don't want to be a social problem to your children. And above all, you don't want to be an economic problem to your children. Today, we have these acid demanding issues. We have this commission of acid demanding issues, not because of anything, but because we chose to be passengers in how we choose to age. There are other countries out there like Japan, you know, and other first world countries. The citizens there, they have chosen to be drivers of their aging, you know, vehicle. And they are not filled in the old age home. They don't have problem. I mean, politics of social development, like we have soaring at our social development ministers. You know, with us here, our main problem here is about the grant. You know, that is what we are soaring at these people. I mean, queuing long lines for 350 the whole day, which comes in a month. I mean, that is why even people who come from outside in other countries are looking at us, they say, what kind of people are these?
They're lazy.
You know, because we have chosen to have other people to drive our lives. We want the government to be the parents to our children. We want the government to be driving our own life, our future. You know, we are queuing for the RDP house. We are queuing for the 350. We are just in queue, born in queue. You know, we are in queue for work. We were in queue in our clinics. We were in queue when our mothers were pregnant with us. We are in queue when we are in pension. We die in queue. And also when we are in our coffins, we are in queue. I mean, people. we need to look at this differently. I mean, from the womb to the coffin, we are in queue. From the school, you know, primary to the registration of high school, you are in queue. We are pushing each other there, and all we know is just to complain against how our ministers don't take care of us when we are supposed to be driving our lives. And Alliance in Motion is coming as an economic driver to relieve us from all those petty politics, you know.
True leader.
Before I get taken to unnecessary things, I'm just saying, leaders, let us appreciate what Alliance in Motion is bringing to us. And let us have a deeper understanding on our position and our calling we are not called to beg people to come to Alliance in Motion, but we are the first line of defense. We are those essential workers who are needed by the country.
Essential.
You know, we are those essential workers who are needed by the country to come and proudly give our you know, our trade. You know, there is this joke about this young man who has just been a newly wed, and this young man, because of the economic situation, he had to go to a network marketing. You know, you can go. There are always these network marketing jokes, but some of them, they are very negative to discourage us and not to be proud of network marketing. And you know, he was selling the Avon products. You know, Avon products are beauty products.
Yeah.
And then when I release the lipstick, now when the wife comes in the car, he is hiding these products, and the wife sees this lipstick. Who was in this car? You know, he'd rather say he is cheating than to admit that I'm selling Avon products.
Put himself in trouble.
So he says, you know, when he tells the friend, he says, I thought that it is best for me to say I'm cheating and be hit than to say I'm selling Avon product. You know, you must be proud of your company and be proud of your work and what you are doing. And that is why I am bringing this background to say we need to understand our position where we are right now, and why these products were given to us. You know, the fourth thing there that we see, or which is a challenge in the aging, is musculoskeletal health. Now, in the musculoskeletal health, we face problems like arthritis. We face problems like backaches. You know, and you know, the kind of aging that we face. My challenge is that it is not the normal aging that our great-grandparents were facing. This one is a man-made aging. It is not the one that they were facing. Where we find ourselves today with our bone density getting so weak quickly, the kind of arthritis that we face today. But anyway, the main thing here, we are saying Alliance in Motion has products for that. We have got Kelif here for this problem of the musculoskeletal health. You can think of many other products, but I'm just giving a rough outline of the products that we have. You see, so these are the challenges of aging: the immune defense, the metabolical health, the cognitive functions, the musculoskeletal health, and the other challenge that we have is the energy maintenance. Today, my leaders, when we wake up in the morning, you know, in the olden days, there used to be these cars. When you start for a very long time, and when the car is running, you must leave it for 15 minutes before you go. Today, most of our bodies are like that. When you wake up, you are tired. Already, it is like it is in the evening. Already, you take a long time to get started to work. You only get to your energies at about 10 o'clock in the morning. And after a lot of coffees at work, and you don't even know what you are doing. But with our kind of products, you know, they make you, when you sleep, to have a sound sleep. You know, a care leave, they say on average, a person needs to have 1 full body massage per month in order to avoid aging. Do you know that care leave takes care of the full body massage? Do you know that when you have a patch and you sleep, it makes your sleep to be the quality sleep? Because one thing which we need to have for longevity is a quality sleep. Today, when we wake up with a lot of pains. And already in the early mornings, we are not productive, but people in other countries, when they wake up at 6 o'clock, they are jogging, because already they are like the cars that we want today, a car that you start and after starting you go, you don't wait for warming up for this or that or that or that. You know, it is always has a potential, a potential energy and kinetic energy. They are strong. It is a start and go. We understand those things when it comes to cars, but when it comes to our bodies, we don't understand them. Now, in energy maintenance, leaders, we have the complete phyto. We have the complete phyto. We have the live and coffees and all that. And you know, now I have put those